and the first man to break the world record in an Olympic final since 1980, Mondo Duplantis. If you have questions for Mondo, please raise your hand and we'll bring the mic to you. Right here in the back. Nope, the mic's right behind you.
What's this?
Yeah, that's interpretation in English and French.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mondo, Sean Gregory from Time. How are you? Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your message to the people of Sweden who, you moved there at a pretty young age, you took a risk. People, you're Swedish enough, do you know the language well enough, whatever. What's your message to the people of Sweden after this performance tonight?
Yeah, I hope they're proud, because I'm definitely proud, and I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud of the way that I represented, and I think that I've received more love and support than I could have ever imagined. For the small country that Sweden is, there was a lot of flags, Swedish flags and Swedish people in the stands out of that 70,000. So I really feel the love, and I felt it tonight, and so I'm so glad that I can perform the way that I knew that I could, and represent. I feel really proud to step onto the track, honestly, and wear blue and gold, and it's been more amazing than I could have ever imagined, honestly. And I think that just to be able to dive into that side of that I have, and I think that it I don't know. It's hard to explain, really, but I'm very grateful. I think that's I want to leave it at that. I'm very grateful.
Mondo, congratulations. Scott Rabelais from the Baton Rouge Advocate, the New Orleans Times-Picayune. I think TV caught your dad speaking to you before the last jump, saying back up, you have more room on the runway. Just talk about that, if you would, about that interaction, the times you went over there, and especially before the last attempt.
Yeah, just trying to get the numbers right, and just trying to figure out the jump, because I knew that I pretty much had to hit it close to perfect. I at least needed to be in the right spot at takeoff to be able to use the pole and that, and jump the world record. You have to be pretty much perfect, and the rhythm on the run has to be right there. And so on the last one, we just tried to get all the details right. I moved the standards to 62, by the way. I haven't seen the jump, but it would be funny if I wouldn't have made it at 60. But because we agreed on the depth of the standards to go to 60, and then I just made a last-second cut call to move it 2 more centimeters, which probably didn't make a difference, but it just felt right in the moment. And I usually like to try to go with my gut, and I know that he definitely supports that too. But yeah, just trying to honestly try to be as free as I possibly could too. And I think that's what they both wanted me to. And I actually, great advice from my mom also after the first attempt, and she can always sneak in there and give sneaky great advice, especially when it comes to the run part. And so just trying to stay tall but still keep all the momentum going forward, and I guess like she said too, and try to really find the run there on the last jump, and then I hit it really good. Yeah.
Right here in the front. And we do know that Sam and Manilo are on the way in a golf cart, so they'll be here soon.
Nice.
Natalia Marenchuk, Sports Data. I noticed you were chatting with the guys between your jumps. Could you talk what you were talking about?
Poof. Yeah, it depends on when. We were out there for like 4 hours, so we said a lot of things. Some could have been anything. We just talk. It's probably a lot of it's just nonsense, I would say. If it's Sam, then it's probably definitely nonsense. But other than that, we're just kind of chatting. We kind of have a good bit of time to kill. But I will say this though, we chatted a lot less than we usually do at the competitions. I mean, you can definitely feel when it's the Olympics that people start to tense up a little bit, and when it's a major championship like that, it starts to get a little bit more real, I guess you can say. So I think honestly for us, that was probably the least amount of chatter and stuff that we've had, if yeah, quite frank.
Right here.
Mondo, this is Alplagay from Turkish Media Oxygen. Congrats first. Can you tell us about your stance just after you broke the Olympic record? It was an imitation of Turkish shooter Yusuf Tikeç, I believe.
Yeah.
When did you first think about celebrating that way?
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of just happened, I guess. Curtis Marshall, the Australian jumper, he, yeah, I mean, for lack of a better word, I guess he kind of dared me to do it. He was just like, bro, do that Turkish shooter dude celebration. And I was just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sounds cool to me. So I kind of just did it. I thought it was a funny meme. He seems like a G, so yeah, I just kind of did it. I just thought it was kind of more like a funny thing. I really wasn't thinking that much about it. I was just kind of just in the moment, just trying to do something kind of silly and cocky.
Right here. We're going to bring the mic to you.
Sorry, just a quick factual thing. Did you do that celebration after the Olympic record or the world record?
Not the world. No, I think I did after the Olympic. Yeah, not the world. No, the world after the world. I mean, it's just like that's not pre-canned nonsense. You know, that's just overflood with emotions, and that's just freaking out, and that's just like it never, you know. I guess I've been fortunate enough to do it, you know, several times now, but it's every time the feeling is kind of the same. I think this was probably even more extreme version of the feeling too. But you know, when I'm going over the bar, it's just like, yeah, it doesn't feel real in a way. So that was more just kind of hysteria and just freaking out.
Right here. We bring.
Mondo, kind of interesting as you were waiting and refresh my or our memory, which attempt to the world record, but obviously Noah Lyles was running around having just gotten his gold medal and was going just absolutely nuts.
Awesome.
So just a little bit about, obviously you had to wait to take your attempt. You know, were you thinking at all about Noah or thinking about just the jump? But kind of cool. I mean, arguably maybe you're the two biggest stars in track and field right now, and your paths definitely crossed tonight, albeit briefly in the wind.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I think if I'm being completely honest, I probably wasn't thinking about it all that much. I was probably thinking about my jump and just figuring out a way how I can get over this bar. But I mean, yeah, the timing was kind of cool, I guess. Doing the 100-meter medal ceremony, and I was about to take the last attempt. I think it was, at least I can barely even remember. But yeah, I mean yeah.
We just were joined by our bronze and silver medalists. The bronze medalist from Greece with a jump of 5.9. Greece's first medal in the pole vault since 1956. Manolo Karolis.
Greg, oh my goodness. You know who that was?
And a two-time medalist now. He won the bronze in 2016 from the USA with a jump of 5.95, Sam Kendricks.
Who was that, Greg?
Oh, you're off. There we
Who
go.
was the last Greek medalist, Greg?
They said, I think 56, was it? He said 56?
1956.
Mm-hmm.
Number.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, Banis.
Nice.
I'll give you some help on that one. That was good. Phone a friend. Thanks, guys.
All right, Mondo's been answering a lot of questions, so let's maybe give him a break. Other questions for the medalists, especially Sam and Manolo. Right here.
Ewan Crumley, Athletics Weekly. Sam, how much does this mean to you after what happened to you in Tokyo? And is it also true that Mondo now owes you dinner?
Say that last bit just one more time.
Is it also true that Mondo now owes you dinner as part of this
Well,
tradition?
I keep trying to force this tradition upon him, but I haven't yet landed a dinner receipt out of him. We tried Chipotle in France the last time we were here, but it was conveniently through the line before I was there. So maybe we'll come back around to some Popeyes or something at the Puma House later. It'd be fun. But this medal was joyous. You know, everybody hides from me these days. They're kind of scared of what I might say. And I'll just tell them the truth about how much of a travesty it was in Tokyo. But I'll tell you what, my first call once I got in the lockup was this guy right here, because he missed me. And that's nobody at Team USA gave me a quote. Nobody at NBC gave me a quote. Nobody had invited me to a press conference about what my time was like being ousted from the sport for medical reasons, even though they didn't have to send me with a doctor. They didn't really care about me anymore. And I said, that's a travesty of sport. And I said, I might not do it again. It wouldn't be worth it. There's a lot more into this sport than just these Olympics. I think people worship this thing too much. But tonight was lovely. It really was. It was everything that I thought Olympics should be. Even Rio was a little bit different than what I thought an Olympics should be. But this proved itself. And this night on the track was special. And I'll take that for all time.
Next question.
Mondo, this is Şevket from atleticspodium.com. What can you say about the general high level of the competition? Because the only second time in Olympics history, 590 didn't get a medal in the competition. The chasers including you, right?
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I know what these guys can do, and I know that we had a bunch of killers on the track tonight.
Killers,
and
I
so
love that. Mercenaries.
I was
from all over, baby.
trying. Yeah, I mean, I knew what these guys are about, and I know that, you know, when one of them falls, the other one's going to step up and do even better. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Not surprised that they performed that the way they did. I know how these guys are. I know that they're going to step up when it matters the most. But I mean, I think that's just a good thing. It's a good thing for me. It's a good thing for the sport, and I think it just makes it better when everybody's jumping good and everybody's pushing each other. So, yeah, I mean, especially, I mean, these are probably the two of the guys that I probably jumped with the most in my whole career. I've been jumping with him since we were
Kids.
teenagers, very young. But I was also jumping with him when I was a teenager too. But you know,
Not so long ago.
I would say I like this podium a lot. I like this podium,
good podium.
and there's probably two of the guys that I have the most respect for as far as on the track. These are two of them for sure. So yeah,
Thanks, Jim.
proud of them.
Manolo, can you talk about that, about the camaraderie and about the competition, the level of competition between the three of you?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. You know, of course, I've been competing with Mondo since 14 years old.
Yep.
With Sam, I've been watching him since I was
And diapers, I
even,
guess.
even younger. But yeah, it's something amazing. I mean, being able to be at the Olympics, competing, give my heart out, and then being able to share an amazing moment with my good friends. Mondo did a world record. Sam did an amazing performance, and yeah, I'm just so happy and I'm so blessed that I'm able to to make my country proud. And it's an unbelievable day for me.
We had a similar podium like this year, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had kind of a prelim for this event. You know what? We got to talk about Glasgow a little bit. You know, it's tough. It's a whole year. Everybody's kind of going off the rails, trying to get to the Olympics. Guys blow up Achilles in the prelim. Guys on the chopping block all the time. But the same podium, indoors and out. That's rock solid. I think I'm most impressed by Manny over here. He has been putting his head to the grindstone. I remember in 2018 we were in Birmingham. Both of these guys tuned me up at the 580 bar, and I'm scared. I got a pass. Desperation pass all the way to 85, trying to get ahead. Luckily, it was just enough, but I still got lost to Renaud Lavillenie that time. So getting beat by world record holders is not so uncommon of a thing for me.
First of all, I want to tell Manolo we feel very, very proud of you. And I want to ask the gold medalist, you are 24 years old. You won 2 medals. You have world record again, tell us you are human. And what are we waiting for you in the future? You are only 24 years old.
Yeah, probably one of the moments where I care the least about the future is right now. I'm soaking up this right now. I mean, how could I care about anything else except this? I mean, when things align the way that they did for me tonight, then it's like you got to enjoy those kind of things, and I try to enjoy it as best as I can, honestly, and I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of it tonight. Trust me, you don't got to worry about that.
You don't got to worry about that.
If I don't see the blood to your hands, I think you are not human, really.
If I don't see the blood on your hands, I don't think you're human. I love that. Yeah, Mondo is a bit of a machine these days.
Man or machine, it is morning, actually, so let's do one more question and let these guys go. Right here.
Hello, Yannis Lambiris from newspaper Tanea. Congratulations to all. Mondo, you have a very good friend near to you, and I would like to tell us 2 words about him, and special for you if a world record is more special in Olympic Games, if it's the most important world record that you have. Thank you very much.
You mean him or him? Manolo?
It's your question. You can do with it what you want, Mondo.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I mean it's so amazing, honestly, just to be at this level with Manolo, because I mean I feel like he was quite an important part of my youth competition days, I guess you could say, when I was 15, 16, because he used to we used to push each other quite hard on those heights and whatnot, and he'd get the better end of me a lot of times too, and I think that helped me to push me to where I am today, and of course I haven't lost to anybody more than this guy that's sitting to the right of me. So I mean, I think that these are, I mean, really two of the guys that have sharpened me up to be able to do what I've been able to do on days like this. So very, very grateful for that. That's that really. My mind's kind of going blank right now. I think I'm getting tired.
On that note, Manolo Carolese, Sam Kendricks, Mondo Duplantis, the 3 best pole vaulters in the world, putting on a show tonight and bringing us a new world record. Congratulations and thank you.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. We are weak. No, not him. Going on.
And we can end the stream.